figured I should stop dragging my ass and just kind of get this done. I've been putting it off for so long, and the main reason for it is because I've just been really busy. I will be finishing the Vegas vlogs in 2 more parts. It was hard for me to vlog everything because I'm still getting in the habit of doing that again, so it was kind of strange having my camera out all the time, especially when you're like constantly on the go. But I did what I could, and I still think I have a lot of footage to share, a lot of really great shows that I went to, some great places I went to eat. I met some really cool people, and it was honestly like the best experience that I've had in my life. Really kind of found myself. I know that sounds so corny and cliche, but it's true. I mean, you experience new lifestyles, and just a lot of really amazing things happened, and I'm just truly grateful for the people who put up with me and dealt with me every day and all that stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the footage. The first show I went to see was Anthony Coole's, and he's a hypnotist, and I believe it is 18 plus because it's some pretty raunchy stuff in there. But I was lucky enough to be able to work with him while I was there for the summer, and I got to see the show a lot of different times, and it's really cool because it truly is a different show every single night because the different people on stage really make the show. And it's very funny. I mean, it is the perfect girls' night out, and you know, you bug one of your girlfriends to get up there and get hypnotized, and you will not be disappointed. It is quite the chuckle. I had a lot of fun working it and going to see it. So if you're ever in Vegas, hit that up. Now, the next clip has got to be hands down the best show that I saw while I was in Vegas, and it is called Absinthe. And it is absolutely amazing, and it is in a 150-year-old circus tent, and it will blow your mind. When you see movies and it shows like old circus tents, you know, the red and white, and you walk inside and it's just so much bigger than what you had seen on the outside. It is 100% accurate. Like, I couldn't believe I walked into this place, and it was huge, and it was really cool, like rustic decorated. And then the show was actually in the center of the circus tent, and these performers just did like a 360 kind of show in the middle of everyone, so the front row people really got a great show. I mean, one of the acts where they're actually on rollerblades and spinning around, which was actually one of my favorite parts of the show, they actually tell you, they're like, don't stand up or, you know, you'll get knocked in the head basically, and nobody wants that. So it was just really great classic circus acts that you think of, but it's up like 10 notches. It is just the most amazing thing. Hands down my favorite show that I've seen there. It's just incredible what these people can really do with their bodies, and you know, the fearlessness that these people have is absolutely incredible. I mean, I only wish I could do some of the stuff that they did. And they also included some comedy acts, which is always great. I believe this was another one that was 18 plus, but if you are 18 plus and you go to Vegas, my God, do not miss it. I mean, it is just incredible, and it's something that you just watch and you cannot take your eyes off it because it's just so amazing and just such an incredible experience. So yeah, clearly this was my favorite one. I mean, some of the stuff in here you'll see is just amazing. Like, how do people do that? Just so cool. Next on my list of things that I saw were Matt King, and he's actually a family magician, and I'm kind of a really big skeptic when it comes to magicians because I'm always that person sitting there like analyzing what they're doing and trying to figure out how they do that. But this guy was really great and definitely a family fun show. Afterwards, we just went to a Toby Keith bar, and if you're a country fan, I mean, you're not going to pass up that opportunity. Super like American barbecue. I mean, there was deep fried mac and cheese balls. Didn't get them. Really should have. This place called Ice Pan, and I'd never heard of this before, so if you have, I mean, you can probably vouch for me on how awesome it is. But they take take normal ingredients and you get to pick everything right down to what kind of milk you use in it. So like if you're lactose intolerant, you can do like dairy free and soy and almond. So that was really cool. And then you get to pick the flavor and like the fruit or candy or whatever you put in it. And they put it in this like frozen ice pan, hence the name. And they just kind of like chop it up a bunch and then it eventually freezes and gets like an ice cream consistency. And I thought it was really good, and I wish I kind of got more of it while I was there, to be completely honest. Another thing that I really enjoyed on my trip was I got to meet up with one of my great friends, Alex, that I went to school with since kindergarten, and we're both kind of more on the countryside, and we went to this place. It was about a 30, maybe 40-minute drive from Vegas. I can't remember the name of it, but we just went on like a little hike. Being in a place like that for so long and everything is just so artificial almost, it's nice to get out and breathe in fresh air and not city air all the time. And for those of you who are city people, I'm sure you kind of get it, but that's kind of the vibes that I got from that, and it was really cool. So I couldn't have gone to Vegas without going to see a male show, and we chose to go see Thunder from Down Under. So it's kind of like, it pretty much is Chippendales, but the boys have an accent, so it makes it 10 times better. And I went with my best friend Maria and her mom, and it was just a riot. It was so funny just to see these girls go absolutely batshit over these guys. Like, girls say guys are bad, but that is so bullshit. Like, girls are just as bad, maybe even worse. But it was great eye candy. Nice. Obviously I couldn't get footage of that either. They were like all on my ass about it. So I got the stage kind of and like a little bit of lights, but it was a good time. The last adventure on the second Vegas vlog would of course be a dining place. This place called Pho Kim Long, and it is a Vietnamese restaurant, and we went there to get pho, which I kind of fell in love with while I was there. Both times that I went to that place I got the shrimp pho and love it. So that is everything for my second Vegas vlog of some of the adventures that I got to experience while I was there. So stick around for the third one. I hope you enjoyed this one and looking forward to the next one, and I will see you then.